this room, and it gives me a lot of comfort to know that we'll be able to retire because there's a whole sea of talent in this room that is prepared to lead. And anything that I can do to help you along that road, please never fail to call on me. Because I can't think of anything more inspiring as an activist, but to see younger activists coming along. And so I really appreciate this award. And I wanted to say a couple of words to Chris, because you were talking about when you graduated, about how you're going to go off to work and thinking about leaving this activist life. Well, I just want to tell you that you don't have to leave it. Because once you graduate, you can get paid to be an activist, and that was something different than when I was growing up. We kind of had to have our life, and then we were activists after work. But there are a number of organizations around this town that are committed to social and economic justice. You can be like Jenny Woods, who doesn't just work in my office, but she runs my district office. And the leadership that she developed here, she has taken and is making a huge difference. And I know when I get involved in my campaign for Congress, she's going to be one of the leaders in that campaign. So just rest assured, there's plenty more for you to do. You don't have to go off into the work world and disappear. And I have to say, for my good friend Rick Tuttle, I knew that, where are you, Rick? I knew that you were a part of the Freedom Riders and in the Civil Rights Movement, but I didn't know you could sing.
I sing so poorly, I empower everyone else.
And I just have to say that I'll have to make sure that you MC one of my events in the future. But I'm really glad that my colleague Julia Brownlee was given the Educator of the Year award, because I just can't tell you how hard she has worked on education. And we spent last fall, when we were supposed to be in quote-unquote recess, really struggling with the Race to the Top initiative out of the Obama administration. And both of us who had serious conflicts with the direction that was going, and the hours and hours and hours that she put in, know that every moment that she is awake and working up there in Sacramento, she is absolutely working on your behalf. And I do have to say that I'm glad to be joined by two of the most outstanding members, three of the most outstanding members of the legislature. Tom Turlington is another person who works and Mike Fuhr, who I have worked with before he was in the Assembly, when he was on City Council. And I know you know that you have outstanding representatives, but I just can't say how much I enjoy working with leaders like Mike Fuhr, like Hector De La Torre. I think Hector has probably had to leave. But just outstanding people who run for public office for the right reason. Because when I hear people who are interested in going into politics, I always, political office, because politics to me is much bigger than political office. That's just one sector. Why do you want to run for office, And a lot of people run for a variety of different reasons, but you can rest assured that those who are in the room today, including City Controller Wendy Gruhl, just the second woman in Los Angeles history to be elected to citywide office. That's pretty amazing. They do this for the right reason, and I still have to call you Assembly member. I know you're in the City Council now, Paul, but anyway, I want to thank you very, very much for this award, and know that anything that I can do to further your leadership, please never fail to call on me. Thank you.